Imagine, just for a moment, there are certain tools, techniques and beliefs that, when understood and applied correctly, can dramatically shift the way you experience the world around you. These are not simple tools, nor are they complicated in the way you might think. They are in fact more like the keys to unlocking doors you may not have even realised were there. Some might seem so simple that you wonder, can it really be that easy? And others, well, they might seem complex at first glance. But just as a great sculptor knows how to wield their tools, you'll begin to see how each technique fits together in such a way that once mastered, they provide a whole new way of navigating life's circumstances. You might even find, as you move deeper into this exploration, that the boundaries between these tools start to blur, each one becoming more and more useful, because you now understand how to combine them, how to choose them based on the situation you're facing. And as you learn to adapt them, to tailor them, to refine them, you'll discover how they're truly cross-contextual, useful in any moment, in any situation, across any challenge that life presents. Now, as we move forward, notice how the mind can become curious about how things can work together. Your curiosity about this process is not only natural, but also essential, because in a way, curiosity is the first step towards mastery. And as you get curious, you start to notice how the techniques begin to reveal themselves to you, step by step, layer by layer, until you feel as though you've already begun applying them in small ways, in ways that start to make things easier for you. You may be thinking, but these techniques, aren't they used by others for manipulation? Yes, it's true. Some people may misuse them, taking advantage of others. But consider this, there are also people, many people, who use these same techniques, these same tools, in ways that are empowering, life-changing, and profoundly beneficial. It's the intent behind their use that makes all the difference. When used with clarity and integrity, these tools serve to guide, heal, and elevate, just as much as they can be twisted into something else. In a way, you can already feel how this balance is starting to make sense, don't you? As if the very concept of using these tools for good is starting to resonate with something deep inside you. That place where values are born, where you know that truth and kindness must always be at the core of any real transformation. And as you start to believe just a little more that you're capable of learning and applying these techniques in a way that's both powerful and ethical, the patterns that guide you begin to shift. You begin to see how the beliefs you carry about what's possible for you, they're already starting to evolve. You begin to feel how the words you choose, the thoughts you think, and even the gestures you make, they all start to align with the potential that you're stepping into. The process is simple, really, step by step. You start by noticing the patterns in your life. You begin to recognize the way your mind works, the way it creates reality. You start to become aware of the subtle ways your thoughts can shape your feelings, and how your feelings, in turn, create the experiences you have. And with each new realization, you find yourself moving closer to the idea that you're the one who can, at any moment, change the patterns in your own mind. What you once thought was complicated becomes simpler. What you once thought was out of reach becomes closer. With each step forward, you start to believe more in your ability to choose. And as you choose, you start to feel more in control of your life. You feel more empowered. It's as if in this very moment your mind opens up to a new way of thinking. You might even start to see the world differently and notice the way you approach problems, how you begin to shift your responses to challenges, and how the choices you make feel so much more deliberate and intentional. There's a sense of calm that comes over you as you realize you're now holding the keys to unlocking new possibilities. And every time you choose to believe in the simplicity of the process, it becomes simpler. Every time you trust you can learn and adapt, the world around you seems to open wider, giving you more room to breathe, more room to create, and more room to transform. And now as you move forward, let yourself understand, these techniques, they're not just about changing behaviour. They're about changing belief. Your beliefs about yourself, about what's possible, about how you relate to the world. You begin to notice how the right belief, the right thought, the right choice can change everything. How small shifts in perspective can lead to massive shifts in experience. What you believe now, and what you'll come to believe in the future, will guide your choices. And your choices will always lead you to your personal power. As you grow in understanding, you'll find these tools, these techniques, they become as natural to you as breathing. They're not something you learn in traditional sense. They're something you allow yourself to embody, to integrate, and to make a natural part of who you are. And with each step forward, you'll begin to notice the world around you responds. The people you encounter, the opportunities that present themselves, everything seems to shift, gently aligning with the changes that you've made within yourself. It's as if the universe itself is echoing back to you new beliefs, your new mindset, your new way of being. So, just as you've already begun to notice how powerful these techniques are when applied with intent, understand every technique, every tool, every shift in belief is available to you. They're not out of reach, they're within you. The more you realise this, the more natural it becomes to create change, to create transformation, to create the life you desire. And now notice how everything you've experienced so far has begun to feel more effortless, as if you're simply allowing yourself to become who you've always been meant to be. And this, of course, is just the beginning.